good day. How are you doing? I know it's been a while, and well, welcome back to my channel. I'm Soomtee, for those of you who don't know, and welcome to Dates with Soomtee. Yeah, what is going on right now is you are on a date with me right here, right now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for feedback on previous videos, and I'm back again. I know. I went AWOL for a while, but guess what? I'm back now, and we are gonna have a good time together. Okay? Now, today I'm talking about something a little bit mellow, something that has to do with different emotions. Actually, it comes with different things, and I hope that talking about it might enable people to fully understand what this is and be able to help people who have experienced it, or if they have experienced it, be able to get out of it and feel more value for their lives. Now, before I tell you what exactly it is, for those of you who have been following me or watching my videos, you know that I lost my parents a while back. I lost my mom in late 2017, lost my dad in early 2019. So yeah, I experienced all sorts of emotions in that period of time, I can assure you. And if you have lost anyone, or you know anyone who has lost anyone, you will understand that feeling confused emotionally is absolutely normal when you lose someone. When you lose someone you love, someone you know, someone you care about, you just feel a plethora of emotions at the same time. You're wondering, okay, what is going on? I, for one, particularly for my mom's death, I felt so confused. After confusion, I felt anger. I was just upset with life, like with God, with everyone around me. Every time I see every time I saw an older woman, somebody who was around my mom's age, I would just and I knew her child or knew somebody who knew her, I'll probably be like, that could have been my mom. Why is that person alive and my mom is not? So I felt all sorts of emotions in that space and time. That much I can assure you. But some people go the extreme when they lose someone emotionally. They start to question their own existence. Why am I here and that person is not? Why did I survive and this person didn't? A while before my mom died, we were in a keke napep accident with my sister, my mom, my elder sister, and myself. We were in the keke, and there was a collision with another car, and yeah, we all came out alive. But just imagine if she had died in that situation. That would be a perfect scenario for one of us to go, why am I here and why did she have to die? Now, for people who have lost people in like fires or incidents like that, those are perfect scenarios for wondering, why did I get to remain? Why do I get to be alive and this person is not? So that feeling of wondering, why did I make it and this person didn't? Why do I get to be alive and this person doesn't get to be alive anymore? Is what is called survival guilt. What you're basically feeling is you're feeling the guilt of being the person who survived. That's basically what it is. But for more clinical definitions, or what the dictionary says it is, survivor's guilt or survivor guilt is also called survivor syndrome or survivor disorder. And it's a mental condition that occurs when a person believes that they have done something wrong by surviving a traumatic event when others did not, making them feel self-guilt. It basically explains how somebody feels when they survived an incident and somebody else didn't. So they're asking themselves, why am I here? Why did I make it and this person didn't? Why do I get to be 25 and my younger sister didn't? Why do I get to have a degree and my younger sister died 2 years ago or something? Whatever the scenario is, they get to question the fact that they're still alive. This happens in all sorts of ways, and just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have seen the movie Avengers, you would know that what Tony Stark, that's Iron Man, what he was feeling when the whole incident with Thor happened and Thor snapped his fingers and half the world ameliorated, like evaporated into thin air and just died or disappeared, whatever word you want to use. That incident, how all the Avengers felt. Actually, it wasn't just Tony Stark, but everybody was feeling that way. The Captain was feeling that way, Black Widow was feeling that way. Everybody was feeling a certain way at the fact that they made it alive. Forgive that sound, please. Nepal thingy going on. Um, so they were feeling like, oh, why did we get to be alive? And Spider-Man died, Vision died, and all those other people died. So basically, that's a kind of explanation on what survivor's guilt is movie-wise. Just in case, I just wanted to give you guys like a reference, something you can relate with in case you don't know anybody who has experienced it. So this feeling affects people in all sorts of ways. Sometimes it's simple because they feel like they failed the person by surviving. Sometimes they feel angry at the situation. Sometimes they want to commit suicide because they don't feel like they deserve to be alive and the other person doesn't. So it's really a combination of very bad emotions, and it can get dangerous if you're not being careful. If they don't talk to someone, they can, slip into depression and just feel really, really bad. Just feel really, really bad. So if you know someone who has lost anyone, maybe recently, or you just notice that since the person lost someone, however long ago it has been, since the person lost that person, that loved one, they have been a shadow of themselves. I think now will be a great time to give that person a call and know how the person is doing, check on them, and just talk to them about it. Just get them to open up, and so that they don't slip into survivor's guilt, or they get out, so that you can help them to get out of survivor's guilt. Now, basically, psychologists say that the experience, or the fact that you can experience, or the manifestation of survivor's guilt in a person is determinant on the person's psychological profile. Now, what this means is survivor's guilt is a symptom of a kind of PTSD. PTSD means post-traumatic stress disorder, and it can be found among survivors of combat epidemics. Like, that's what this is called. This is a global pandemic. And just in case you don't know what I mean, which I'm sure you do, it is the coronavirus, and it's everywhere. And I'm using this medium to advise you to please stay safe and stay in your homes. Just try and do your best to stick to the precautionary measures that the government has given us, health organizations have given us, and please stay safe. All right, so back to what we're talking about. These kind of things can cause the survivors of these kind of things, combat epidemics, murder, natural disasters, rape, terrorism. Friends of people who have been in these situations are most likely the people who experience survivor's guilt. And though there is no cure to survivor's guilt except therapy, and like it or not, faith is involved. Trust me, faith is involved. Your belief in a bigger creation outside of you, your belief in God. I'm not even going to say the universe or say anything because I don't believe in all that. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, the only true Son of God. And I know that God can actually heal what kind of thing, whatever it is that anyone is going through. So how to combat survivor's guilt, just in case you're experiencing it or you feel like you know someone who's going through it. Just get them to talk about it. Very important. Get them to talk about it. Help them to get into some kind of expression of themselves. If they can write, get them to start writing. If they can talk or make videos about things that they care about, get them to start doing that. Create some kind of physical activity that gives them an expression, to do something artistic, to paint, to draw, to write, to sing, whatever it is, to dance, something that gets their mind off whatever tragedy has occurred to them. And they have to have a vision. They have to have something to look forward to and say, okay, this is what I want to be. This is what this person would have loved for me to be. So by looking at that person who died or who didn't survive in that light as a driving force, it gives them a will to succeed so that they can make that person proud and they can make themselves proud. Lastly, faith. I'm going to repeat that because I already said it before. Faith is crucial and it's extremely important. You need to believe in God. That's the truth of the matter. In case you're going through this, or you're going through the loss of someone, you might not have slipped into survivor's guilt or anything like that, but if you have lost someone, it will get better. Time will pass, and as they say, time heals all wounds. So it will get better, but while you're healing, try to talk to God about it. You don't have to go through all the doctrinal ways of praying. You don't have to go on your knees. You don't have to sing and talk about it a million and one times or speak in tongues and all of that. But you can just talk to God like you're talking to a friend. Say, Father, I'm going through this and I'm so angry. I'm so sad about whatever it is that happened. I need a relief. I need to be able to move forward. You have to help me. He listens. Trust me, he does. He really does listen. I really hope that this video has helped. Now more than ever in this whole global pandemic period, I believe that this video is important, and it's good that we're talking about it, because I don't know anyone personally, but I'm sure, because we have heard reports about how many lives have been lost. So I know that so many people have lost people. What I want you to know is your life is worth living. Your own life, you, yes, you. Your life is worth living. I know you have lost someone, and I know how terrible it can be, but your life is important too. Try and heal. Try to talk to someone about it. If you can't talk to someone because you can trust, talk to God. He listens. Whew. Okay, now I know this episode has been, a little bit mellow and not as exciting. We're not talking about a hype subject at the moment, but this is important to me, and I think that it might help somebody out there. So thank you for watching, and I'm gonna be right back with another date soon. Yeah, soon. Please stay tuned. My name is Soomtee, and it has been an honor doing this with you. Thank you so much for watching, and make it another date with me, and I'll see you next time. Please follow me on all my social media. I love you guys so much. Bye.